Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And we are covering the next 2 weeks, August 5th through, oh my goodness, Sunday, August 18th. So lots going on here. And let's just see what we get. How is that new moon for you? If you haven't checked out that video, you should do so. Also, any videos that you comment on for the month of August will be an entry into a drawing. I'm going to do another free video giveaway because I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to do that for anything that says August in the title counts. So that one does, and also the one that ended with August 4th. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm traveling again, still, whatever. That's my life right now. It's kind of fun. You might be able to relate. So you have this book of cards, and I have no place to really put them, so we're going to try to combine them up here. You have a lot of emotional energy happening here. So we have this beautiful Six of Cups energy, that soulmate coming in, which is really important because we're starting out these 2 weeks in partnership for you. And so a soulmate is coming in. Is it a business partnership, or is it a romantic partnership, or a friendship? I'm not really sure. But we have lots of cards that suggest that it could be romantic, because we also have the Lover's card, which is about making a choice or a decision that affects your partner. So you could be choosing between two people. You could be making a decision that affects both of you. It could be any number of things, but it's a major life-altering decision. So you could be trying to decide between taking a career change. Well, how will it affect your family? Because we have here this Seven of Cups energy, which is all about an emotional decision. Also, like, which way do I go? What do I do? How am I going to manage this? Which one's best for me and everyone around me? I really don't know where to put all these cards. I really don't. So lots of choices and decisions. We have the Nine of Cups, which means you are trying to seek out emotional satisfaction. So I'm just going to put that one there because I think that's just overall energy. Here I have a little concern because you're a little stressed out by this decision. You're losing sleep over it. I won't say you're staying awake all night long, but I would say it's invading your dreams. It's something that you think about when you have downtime. You might try to keep yourself really busy so you don't think about it too often, but when you do think about it, it kind of really stresses you out. So finding a solution soon, hopefully we can get there. So meanwhile, you are trying to remain balanced. See, this looks like a dissatisfied partnership. Like, one person wants one thing, the other person wants the other thing. A decision has to be made, and you're trying to figure out how can we make this decision in a way that mixes those two beverages together and it doesn't come out brown, because green and red make brown. And so if you want a different, happier color, you might have to make some choices, or maybe you like the idea of being a little more grounded. So I just feel like there's the process of alchemy, of bringing it all together, but this is you, and nothing could be better. Look at you, Queen of Wands. This doesn't matter if you're male or female. The Queen of Wands is the entrepreneur. It is the person that pulls together a bunch of different aspects and makes them work beautifully, much like this conductor of the orchestra in time to the fireworks that are going off. That is large and in charge of your life and managing it. So here you are losing sleep, but I don't think you need to. I think you will figure it out when you step into your superpower of being you. So remember, you are the Queen of Wands always, and I think you will do just fine. So let's go ahead and get started here. The moon is in your seventh house of partnerships, and that is in balanced, much like this, balanced Libra. So trying to find the balance in partnerships is the thing. And when the moon went into this phase, it was in the idea phase. Well, you really can't see these. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting. No, that is better, worse, better, worse. Might be better in one aspect or worse than the other because I can't read. Okay, so this one says adaptability, though. And so I believe that what happens now is that you have this idea and you need to figure out how to adjust it, how to make it adaptable, how to get the pieces to work together so that you can make this decision that is so important, that is definitely affecting your partnership with a soulmate. Or a soulmate is going to come in and help you to make decisions. It's going to be something along that line. So let's get a little guidance here using the Gateway Oracle. I believe a person is going to help you. The right person is going to come along. It's going to help to instill the confidence you need to make this decision. And here we have expecting miracles. So I really believe you're going to manage this, whatever this is. It's not worth losing sleep over. That's what I want to say. So what do you need to do to help that? Maybe turn everything off, the computer, the TV a little bit earlier, and read a book to get yourself to go to sleep, or go for a nice evening stroll to unwind. Figure out some way to manage your stress level so that you are tired enough to fall asleep and stay asleep. Cut back on the caffeine after, say, 11 o'clock in the morning. Because with women, the way your hormones work, it will wake you up around 3 o'clock if you're still having it at, like, say, 2 in the afternoon. Which you're like, oh, well, caffeine doesn't keep me awake. No, but it wakes you up in the middle of the night. So that's complicated. And then the moon, when it moves into Scorpio, is all about making a decision. This happens on Wednesday, and it's all about making a decision that's based on your past experiences. And so you're going to make a choice, but with this choice, I believe will come a sense of optimism, a sense of, okay, yeah, no, we got this. We can figure this out. You are a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. I think you're going to find the solution that you need that makes everything flow together in a way that's important to you, that actually works, that gives you guys what you need in this partnership. And I don't know if this is work or home, but it is definitely something that is going to affect you. And so you have a choice, a huge decision to make. And I believe it's going to probably culminate right about the time we get to that full moon coming up. So just do the legwork. Says expect a miracle, talks about being optimistic. So I almost feel like for you, the legwork is relaxing into the decision-making process. Doing the necessary research, but expecting to have the proper guidance come to you as you need it. And remember, don't lose sight of your individuality. When that moon moves into Sagittarius on Friday, the 9th, you know, competition is going to fall away. So if it's competing ideas, like I feel like you start sorting through things, like you're going to go weeding things out. Not this, not that. You know, competition for the idea falls away. And at the end of the project it's coming. So if you've been working on something at work and you're trying to present something to for a bid for a contract or something, the other bids aren't going to have what you have. Because you've been doing the adaptability, you've been thinking about it, you've been making the right choices, you've been figuring this out, you've been orchestrating your life. Oh my goodness. You got a book? Wow. All right, let's see it. Well, 5 cards. Okay. So, you have the Bell Watcher. You have the Bell Watcher. Bells will ring. So choices will be made. Decisions will be made. Once a bell is rung, it can't be unrung. So this decision has a lot of weight and consequence to it. But stay optimistic about it. We have whole again, the Dragon of Rebirth. So this decision, I think, actually, you know, it creates some kind of a major change in your life, but I think it brings whatever this partnership is, business or personal, to a new level, a reignited level, a regenerated level. Stay optimistic. I think it's going to be a positive change for you. Oh my gosh, we have Lovers at the Feast. What? Okay. All right, seriously? says lovers at the feast, conscious, aware, eating. All right, so maybe one of the things that'll keep you up at night is that you're eating too late. So try eating a little earlier in the evening. But this also feels like being conscious of the choices and the decisions that you make and how they affect what's going on here. We have Lady of the New Buds, nurture, tenderness. I think this is about your partnership, making decisions and choices that really move your partnership forward. And you're going to walk away from a situation that does not work for you because we have bittersweet farewell. So it's a death and a rebirth. So you're giving up something in order to create something new. So for instance, say you got a job opportunity in another state and you've been trying to decide, do I move, do I stay, do I move, do I stay? And then after you've weighed it all out and you've looked at everything and you've pulled all the pieces together, you're going, we should go. Well, then it's bittersweet because you're leaving behind the place that you've always lived, but it's really an exciting new opportunity where you're going. And so it kind of feels like that kind of a cycle. And with that Capricorn eclipse energy that we just had, eliminating things from our lives that do not work, and that was in your 10th house of career, and now here's this whole situation in your relationship sector there's really being highlighted here. And so I think that you are moving in a great direction. All right, so when we get to Monday, the 12th, it feels like calmer, like all this energy was going and now I just feel calm. So I think over the weekend you come to the decision, you make the decision on Monday, you feel ambitious about it, you feel like planting the seeds or maybe even the next steps, like, okay, I've kind of figured out, okay, next steps. What do we do now? How do we take this to the next level? And I think that you start letting people in on what the decision is. And I think that there comes with it a sense of responsibility. Like, okay, we've made this decision. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do it. Oh my gosh, and here you are again, the Fire Fairy. Creative, optimistic action. So I think that building up into the weekend. So over the course of this first week, of the 5th through the 11th, there's a lot of decision making and weighing and pros and cons and sleepless nights get involved in it. And then I think by the time you get to Sunday, you're like, no, this is the decision. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do it. And then on Monday, this action and this ambition, you're like, okay, moving forward. And just in time, because that full moon being in the sign of Aquarius like it is, it's about solutions. It's about figuring it out. It's about how you can escape something that's not been working, some situation in which you have felt imprisoned. So either a bad job situation, a home situation that's not working out. Maybe you just simply need to get out of the apartment complex you're in and find a better one that's not such a distance to travel or something like that. Wow, my nose is itching. This feels a lot like somebody's moving house. It's either moving your home or moving for a job. It feels a lot like moving is what it feels like. So I think that when you escape the negative situation, maybe you've been living at home with the in-laws so long and you're like, no, we have enough money to at least get our own apartment. Let's get the heck out of here. It kind of feels like that. Like this isn't working, and what we're going to do is going to allow you to make a change. And I kind of feel like you've been thinking about it, you've been thinking about it, you've been thinking about it, and then something pops up out of nowhere and presents you with an idea, and you're like, let's do it. Let's go for it. Oh, and look at this. The energy of this full moon for you is play with me. This is about you finding that balance in your life, figuring out what decision brings you to the sense of emotional satisfaction that you are craving. There's something about the job or the home situation that's not working, but the solution is at hand. You're going to figure out what you need to do. And then there's the manipulation stage. There's the, okay, so this is what we're going to do. Now, how can we manage this so that what we get from this on an emotional level makes us feel more safe, more secure, more emotionally satisfied, that Nine of Cups energy that you want to bring in. So how do you get there? What do you need to do? Longing for someone, or okay, so you have yearning. You have yearning. So this is you really wanting a different situation than the one you currently have. You could either be longing for someone, or you could be missing somebody, or you could be just looking for a different situation. We have the wave of power, surge of power, upswing in the energy, and exhilarating movement. The decision's been made. The decision has been made. Oh, and then we have here the growth, the primal energy. This is the Empress card, basically. This is the card that I really associate with Aries. This is that growth and this opportunity. So how do you manipulate things around? How do you make it work? I think you just take large charge of your situation. I think you've got this. I think the energies are all around you that will enable you to really pull this off. This job change, this apartment change, this whatever this major decision is. It's a big change, it's a big shift, and the energy around it is so solid and so good. And you have Seraphonite. My mind and spirit are connected with each other and the divine. So listen to your intuition. When you are weeding your way through all the choices and the decisions that making this decision, this Lover's card of making this major decision, follow your gut. And then once the decision is made, you know, I don't know where I heard this. I wish I could, because I'm sure it's not my words, it's a quote, but it was like, make a decision and then make the decision right. So I kind of feel like whatever you decide to do, then go, okay, this is the decision. Now what do we do to make this work? So I don't think there's a wrong decision. I think there could be a wrong attitude, but not a wrong decision. So make a choice, make a decision, then go, okay, we got this. How do we make it work? How do we make this situation work in our favor? So quite an exciting couple of weeks coming up for you, Aries. Don't forget to comment on the video so you can be in the entry for the drawing, and I will talk to you soon. You take care.